Hi students, good morning everyone. Now we are going to learn talk about Unit 5 Living World of Animals. Just introduction. Unicellular and multicellular organism. Two types of organism, unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Unicellular means Paramecium, Euglena, amoeba and multicellular tiger, mans and etc. First one, unicellular and multicellular organism. Living there are made of small units called cells. What is the cell? Living things. Living things are made of small units called cells. All the functions and processes in the body of living things are brought about with the help of these microscopic cells. Some organisms are made of a single cell, made of a single cell, and these are called unicellular organism. What is the multicellular organism? The organisms that are made of many cells are called multicellular organism. Amoeba, paramecium, and euglena are unicellular organism. Fish, frog, lizard, bat, and man are multicellular organism. Unicellular organism. Unicellular organisms are small, usually microscopic, cannot be seen with naked eye. They are aquatic, simplest and most primitive of all animals. They perform all their psychological activities by the special structures present inside the body called organelles. Example amoeba, ecoplasm, endoplasm, nucleus, contractive vacuole, and pseudodes, nucleus, food vacuole, and cell membranes. We know amoeba is an unicellular organism. It does all the activities like digestion, locomotion, and respiration and reproduction. This follows food from the water and the food is digested in the food vacuole. Contractile vacuoles help in extraction. Expression is by simple diffusion through the body surface. They have finger-like structures called pseudopodia for food, which help in movement or locomotions. Multicellular organism. Majority of organisms we see around us, including animals, are multicellular. In such organism, different functions are called out by the different groups of cells or organs in their body. Example jellyfish, earthworms, snails, fish, frogs, snakes, pigeon, tiger, monkey, and man. Difference between unicellular and multicellular organism. First one, point number one. There are made up a single cell. There are made up a many cells. There are made up of many cells. Second point, the single cells of the organism can perform all the function of life. Division of labor excites among cells. Different cells are specialized to perform different functions. Third point, these organisms are generally very small in size. They are mostly large in size. They lack tissues, organs, and organ systems. There are composed of tissues, organs, and organ systems. Growth occurs by an increase in the size of the cells. Growth occurs by the increase in the number of cells by cell division. Unicellular. Example amoeba, pneumococcal. This one, earthworms, figs, frogs, etc. Fish. Adaptation of fish. Eye, mouth, head, or give scales, fins, tails. Fish. The head, trunk, and tail of a fish merge to form a streamlined shape. The streamlined body shape helps the fish to move through the water easily. The fish has special organs called gills, which is a respiratory organs help to the absorb oxygen is dissolved in water for breathing. It is adapted to breathe in water. Most of the fishes have slippery scales of all over the body which protect the body. The fish has fins for swimming. The fish has strong tail which acts as rubber to change direction and keep its body balanced in water. Adaptation in camel. Camel lives in hot desert where water is scarce. The body structure of a camel helps it to survive in desert because of its following special features which are listed below. Point number 1. The, the camel has long legs which help it to keep its body away from the hard sand in the desert. A camel can drink large amount of water and store it in the body. A camel's body is adapted to save water in the dry desert as follows. A camel passes small amount of urine. Its urine is dry and it does not sweat. Since a camel loses very little water from its body, it can live for many days without drinking water. Fourth point, a camel's hump has fat stored in it. In case of emergency, a camel can break down stored fat for nourishment. A camel has large and flat padded feet which help it to walk easily on soft sand. Thus it is called the sheep of the desert. Sixth point, camel has long eyelashes and has to protect its eyes and ears from the blowing dust. Seventh point, it can keep its nostrils closed to avoid dust. Adaptive features of animals and different habitats. First one, polar bear habitat, polar region. Adaptive feature, thick skin for protection, white fur. And another one, penguin, polar region. And mountain goat, mountains. Lion, forest. Students, important question. What is the unicellular organism and what is the multicellular organisms? And another one, difference between unicellular and multicellular organisms. And another question, adaptation of fish and adaptation in camel. Thank you, student. God bless you.